Hi everyone, I'm Amanda L, and today we are doing a fun handstand flow. So this is perfect for anybody who's looking to practice handstands getting upside down. You do not have to have a perfect handstand practice. I do not have a perfect handstand practice, but we are going to play with inverting today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I encourage you to, if you feel comfortable with it, only if you feel comfortable with it, to practice away from a wall, but if you need one, then get yourself towards the wall and we will get moving. So, starting off today in a downward dog. And just feeling the points of contact on the mat, the hands and the feet connecting down. And then starting to wake up the body, bending through the legs, swing the hips a bit side to side. If you want to bring the shoulders in and just drop one down and then the other. Just playing around. And dropping the knees down and turning the fingertips towards you. A little wrist stretch just before we begin. I'm pulsing ever so slightly back and forth here. You can find that movement or settle into stillness. And tucking your toes if they're not already, slowly peeling your hands up off of the mat as you sit your hips back onto your heels, toes tucked. Big inhale, arms reach high. Easy exhale, cactusing out through the arms, reaching the chest forward. This time rounding forward, pressing the palms together in front of you. And then reaching them back, arching through the spine. One more time, rounding forward. And then reaching your arms back. Taking some big arm circles one way. Warming up through the shoulders and the feet. If the feet are too much, you can come off of them. And then flipping your circles the other way. And just a little bit of movement side to side. Crossing your arms across your body. And then let's get to it. So we are going to step back into our downward dog once more. Big inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, down dog split. Sending that foot to the top of the mat, dropping the back knee down. Inhale, arms reach high. And softening in here. Big inhale. And on the exhale, planting your palms at the top of the mat, pressing up off of the back foot as it lifts. So does the front one. And you press up into a handstand. Dropping back down into that lunge. Arms reach high. We're going to try that twice more. So if that was a little clunky, we have 2 more times on this side in this variation of the flow to practice it. So leaning forward, palms plant down, left leg reaches, and then the right one reaches, and maybe you just catch a little bit of air, maybe you catch a lot of air, and then you come back down into that lunge. Arms reach up. And one more time. Palms reach forward, pressing up off the legs. And then taking it back. And this time your palms reach down, straightening out through the legs, folding over pyramid pose. Gentle bend through the knees as you sink your hips back. Same thing, pressing forward, palms press forward, reaching your feet up. Taking it back, pyramid pose. Bending the knees as you sink your hips back a bit, sinking them back to come forward, pressing up. Maybe you only come up this way. Maybe you're just like not even off of the ground. No big deal. Finding your way back, pyramid pose. And once more with this, pressing up. And this time stepping it right back, downward dog. Rounding forward plank. Holding here for a moment. Side plank on the right arm. And then sweeping through center up and over to the other side. Making your way through the middle, lowering halfway down, pressing right back up, and then flowing through whatever that looks like for you. Meeting up and back, downward dog. And let's try out the other side. Big inhale, left leg sweeps up and back. Sending it forward, dropping down the right knee. Arms reach up on the inhale. And just grounding into this space for a moment here. Big inhale. And your next exhale, plant your palms at the top of the mat, pressing up off that left leg. Dropping it back down. Finding your lunge. Arms reach up. And then trying that again. Walking forward, pressing up. And then walking back. Arms reaching. And once more, just like this. Pressing forward, pressing up. Maybe it's small, maybe it's big. No big deal. Pressing back. Reaching up. And then your palms plant down, hips lift high, straightening out through that front leg. Pyramid pose. Landing for a moment. Bending through the knees, sinking the hips back, walking the hands forward, pressing up. And then walking it back. Trying it again, pressing up. And then walking it back. And one more time, pressing forward and up. And then sending it on back. And finding your downward dog. Rounding forward, plank pose. Side plank on the left arm. And side plank on the right arm. Coming through center, flowing through. Meeting in a downward dog. Walking your feet up just a little bit. From here, pressing firmly down into the palms. I should have mentioned this before, but better late than never. Your fingertips are your brakes. So really gripping the mat with your fingertips. And we are going to do some donkey kicks here. So you can kick up towards a handstand. Maybe you just do this. And that's where you're at. Everybody starts somewhere. And that's where you're at. No big deal. Keep it moving. Keep it practicing. Maybe you can sink yourself back and then press up further. Playing here for a few times. Pressing back and forth. Really using those legs as you lift yourself up. And then you lower yourself back down. You want your hips to come over your shoulders. And that is where you will be able to hold. If your hips are back here, that's no big deal. Like I said, this is all part of the practice. And when I was first starting out, I had so much fun just trying things out, exploring, getting myself stronger, and adventuring through the journey of building up to inversions. And then coming out and finding yourself in a squat near the back of the mat. Tall through the spine. Maybe an easy sway from side to side. And press your palms together at the chest. Pressing your elbows into your knees into your elbows. And then lifting your hips high, bringing your feet closer together, hip width distance, forward fold. Big inhale, halfway lift. Easy exhale, fold. One last little playtime here. So you are going to press your palms down, like right below your face. If you need a gentle or deep bend in the knees, that's where you're at. And then can you practice lifting the left foot up off the mat? All of the weight goes into the right foot, but you try to keep the weight in your hands pretty even. And then switching sides, even through the hands, lifting up the left or the right leg. And then the left, and then the right. Once again, if your knees are bent, you can still do this just with bent legs. And you can keep moving there, or can you tap the toes to the wrist? So you would lift, you would press through the right foot and send the left toes to the back of the left wrist. Press through the left foot, right toes, right wrist. Back and forth here, gripping the mat with your fingers. Really working through that core. And one more time on each side. And then folding, clasping your hands back behind your back. Release. Rounding up to stand just for a moment. Closing your eyes. Big inhale, arms reach up. Folding over, final handstand here. So these have helped me so much. What you're going to do is you're just going to kick up towards a handstand, switch your legs in the air, come down with the opposite leg. Press up with that leg, switch your legs in the air, come with the other leg. Maybe you're just doing it right here. Maybe you're just like this. Maybe you can go a bit further, a bit further. If that's too much, you can just keep pressing with one leg, or you can come towards a wall, practicing with the other leg, or you can try those switches in the air. Back and forth. Looking down between your hands, your fingertips are your brakes. Maybe you hold in your handstand. Maybe you find that you can catch some air in that space just between those kicks. That's what began happening for me. I was playing around with these, and then I was like, whoa, I have some air. Maybe you fall out to the side. I encourage you, if you're playing around with learning handstands, to learn how to fall out so that you're not having that fear of potentially crashing over. And let's just do one more on each side. And then dropping your knees down and shaking out the wrists. Doing some wrist circles one way, and then the other way. And bring your legs out long. Another forward fold here. Just a brief moment of stretch. Rounding down onto your back. Bring your knees with you. Coming here, maybe finding a happy baby, or coming with me into a plow pose. Running out of whatever you have going on. Making your way right back up to sit. Closing your eyes for a moment. Noticing the shift of energy. The importance of incorporating hard things with a fun perspective and viewpoint. Big inhale, arms reach up. Palms pressed together at the top, pulling your thumbs into your chest, connecting to your heartbeat. Big inhale up through the nose. And a long exhale out the mouth. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments if there are any special requests you have for any future yoga videos. I post a new video here on YouTube every single day. So I would love to hear from you, to get some ideas from you, and to serve you as best as I can. And with that, I will see you next time.